All right, welcome back to Hardin County High School. We're back up live on YouTube, Slice 93, if you want to watch it there as we start the third quarter. It'll be Lady Dragon basketball on the south end of the court. They trail 37-23. Westbrook with the basketball over to Russo. Russo right side, Callahan on her. Out front to Taylor, guarded by Harville. Back over to Westbrook, right side. Inside to Lovelace, and they're going to get Haley with a foul. I mean, she not even budging her, and that's the third ticky-tack foul on Haley, and she's going to have a seat with 4 fouls.
Well, I think their coach went after her.
Lovelace with a basketball. Trying to get it inside to Lovelace. That was Russo, and she'll throw it away, and it'll be Hardin County basketball. Now Gill with a basketball. They're going to pick her up in the backcourt. That's Taylor over here to Mazanik. Mazanik across the timeline, looking for somebody to help her. Here comes Gill. Gill over to Harville, left side. Mazanik with it, driving right around the free throw line. Thought about going up against Lovelace. Now they'll get it to Gill, and they're going to get Monica with 3 seconds. So a turnover by the Lady Tigers. And it'll be the Lady Dragon basketball with 6:55 to go here in the third quarter. Westbrook with a basketball, right wing, over to Russo, down the corner, inside to Lovelace. She goes up, and it's going to be no good. She gets her own rebound, goes up with the left hand, no good. She's over the back.
Good
My
Lord.
gosh.
I mean, how in the world can you miss that? That's terrible.
I mean, well, the bad part about it is the official that called it was over there in front of our student section. The one underneath the basket watching it, he didn't do anything.
Well, they called a jump ball. That's what they called. They didn't call a foul.
That's terrible. Shouldn't we get a little home cookie?
You'd think.
They're from Memphis. We get the same over there, I'm sure. Gill with the basketball. Gets it to Strickland. Strickland driving. Kicks it out to Callahan. Callahan thought about a 3. Now she'll get it inside to Gill. Gill is going to be called with a charge, and that's a flop. That's her 3rd foul, and that is a flop.
Yeah, that's a terrible call.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, the last couple of nights. So it'll be Lady Dragon basketball. Westbrook comes across the timeline. 6:12 to go. Inside to Lovelace. Lovelace moves to the basket, up and good. Gill couldn't do anything about it. Now they're going to press. Harville with the basketball gets it to Strickland. Strickland to Callahan in the front court. Kimmy stops, back out front to Strick. Now they're really turning up the pressure. That's Westbrook. She'll get it over to Mazanik out there by the 3-point line. She don't want anything to do with that. She'll get it to Gill. Gill, a fire.
Boom.
Got it.
That'll stop it.
40-25 now, 5:38 to go here in the third. Here comes Westbrook. Westbrook over to Boyd. Boyd drives, turns around, gives it back to Taylor. Taylor driving right, goes up, blocked. Here comes Harville. Harville has it across the timeline to Strick. Strick all the way in, good with the right hand. And the Tigers just beat them down the floor, and it's 42-25. 5:12 to go here in the third. Westbrook with a basketball on the right side. Now she'll back it up around the timeline. Callahan giving her a little bit of room. They're trying to get everybody set up, trying to stack it up. Now they'll split it. They're 2 big girls at the free throw line. Westbrook moves left, trying to drive. She'll come back out. Gets it to Lovelace out here by the 3-point circle. Looking for a little help. Now Mazanik goes out on her. She'll give it up to Westbrook. And she's just hanging around out here at the circle, top of the circle. Now over to Taylor. Taylor in the corner. Dribbles back to her left. Harville working on her. Looking for a little help. She wants to take Harville one-on-one. Drives to the free throw line. She'll kick it back out to Lovelace. Boyd with the basketball. Drives in the paint. Goes up over Gill. No good. Still has the basketball. Puts it up. No good. And finally Callahan gets the rebound. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Taylor. So good hustle by Boyd. As she gets a couple of rebounds, but unable to knock down the shot. Lovelace will come out, and Harris will come in for the Lady Dragons. Mazzani with a basketball all the way down to Harville, and she's going to throw it away.
That's a good thought. He just passed a little too hard.
Well, that
was open.
Yeah, that was a tough pass, and little patience would have helped there.
Yep.
Westbrook with the basketball for the Lady Dragons. 4 minutes to go here in the third. 42-25 the score. Lady Tigers on top. Taylor fires from three. No good. Boyd tips around the ball. Westbrook comes up with it. About 8-footer. No good. Harville battling for the rebound. Finally comes out with it. Going down the line. And she's going to be knocked out of bounds by Boyd. And I think they're going to get Boyd with a foul. They do. So Reese will take it out in front of Collierville's bench. Well, now Gill comes, and she'll inbound it to Strick. Westbrook working on her right side. Strick has it across the timeline, moves to her left, tipped away. Now there's a battle for the ball, and Westbrook's going to come up with it, but she steps out of bounds. So good effort by Westbrook. But she stepped out of bounds, and it'll be Lady Tiger basketball with 3:38 to go here in the third. Gill looking for some help, finally gets it to Strick. Working on Westbrook, trying to get it across the line. Here comes a count. She's got to go. Here's Gill, and she finally gets it across the timeline. Driving, kicks it in the corner to Callahan. Callahan drives, picks up her drive. Russo all over her, trying to get it back out front to Strick, and she throws it almost away, and it's tipped out of bounds by Westbrook. So it'll be Lady Tiger basketball on the opposite side over there in front of the home crowd. And now we've got a timeout. As it looks like
Manika's shaking up a little bit.
Yeah. So Allie Smith in the game. Strick has it in the corner. Callahan out here to Gill. Gill driving to her left, spins, puts up the shot, no good, partially blocked by Boyd. And here comes the Lady Dragons. Russo with the basketball out front into Harris. Harris driving on Smith, gets knocked away by Harville, and she's going to be fouled by Pond. So it'll be Lady Tiger basketball as Taylor will enter back. Russo will sit at the 2:59 mark. 42-25 our score. Lady Tigers on top. Strickland gets it in to Harville. Harville across the timeline working on Palm. Now Gill has it left wing out front to Callahan. Callahan goes to her left, almost knocked away, and they're going to get Taylor with a foul.
Well, I'm going to say, though, they're finally calling on them the way they called on us first of the game. So at least they're evening it up.
Looks like Monica is taking a breathing treatment down there. She may have a little asthma. I don't know. But she didn't look like she felt real good during the game. But anyway, she's out. She's doing okay. Her mom's down there with her. Allie Smith with the basketball to Gill. Gill has it, moving to her right, has a wide-open three, fires, no good, too hard. As Palm ends up with a rebound, she walks.
Now they're going to call a foul.
Yeah. They get Strickland with a foul. She fell down, she walked. But I guess they're going to say she had a little help, and it'll be Lady Dragon basketball with 2:27 to go here in the third. Westbrook with the basketball for Collierville over to Taylor, right side. Harville on her, inside to Boyd. Boyd drives, kicks it out to Palm. Palm shoots, in and out, no good. Gill with a rebound. And here comes the Lady Tigers. Faith Ann with the basketball. Across the timeline, she double dribble. She was trying to get it back to Skylar, and she got caught
right,
kind of in between decisions, and
break.
She double dribbled. So we'll turn it back over to the Lady Dragons. Westbrook with a basketball, left side. Working on Strick. Now Palm. Palm moving right around the free throw line. She has an open shot. She finally takes it. No good off the back iron. And it's going to be knocked away by Taylor. Taylor has it down the baseline, puts up a shot, no good. Gill battling for the basketball. They're all over her, knocking her around.
Yeah.
She finally comes out with it, and she gets it to Harville. Harville over in the corner to Faith Ann. Faith Ann back to Gill. Gill driving, kicks it back out to Strick. Strick with a three.
Boom.
Got it. Man, she's
filled it up tonight.
lighting it up from the three-point line, and it's 45-25. Tigers up by 20. Paul
Throw it away. We've got Collierville frustrated.
Thrown out of bounds as Taylor was trying to get it over to Palm. Throws it into the student section, and now Collierville wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with her. It'll be a full timeout. 1:15 to go, 45-25 the score. Hardin County on top. You're listening to Tiger Basketball right here on 93.5 FM. Back in 1 minute. By gosh.
Not really impressed with Collierville.
Are you impressed that I got us back on live?
You have been spectacular, Steve.
Ooh.
30 seconds, Steve.
1 minute.
Okay.
1 minute. 1 minute.
And no Nipsey Russell was doing this game.
Nipsey Russell. Oh, that guy. Hardin County basketball, 1:15 to go here in the third. Trying to get it into Harville. We throw it away. Bounced around. Taylor had it. Now Faith Ann has it. Now Taylor has it. Going to the basket. Goes in for the layup. Blocked out of bounds. Gill waiting on her.
Yeah, silly turnover.
Yeah, that was a bad pass on the inbounds, and we ended up turning it over. Lady Dragon basketball underneath, trying to get it to Boyd. Boyd and Gill on the floor. Should be a jump ball. It is, and it's our basketball. So it'll be Hardin County basketball with 1:04 to go. They inbound it to Strick. Strick in the backcourt. Now they're putting on some press. Now back to Gill. Gill comes across the timeline. Boyd working on her. Under a minute to go here in the third. Faith Ann over here on the left side. Back across court to Strick. Strick to Harville. Harville driving. Goes all the way in. Left hand. Puts it off the glass. Good.
Good take.
36 seconds to go. Taylor with the basketball. Left side for the Lady Dragons. Out front to Miranda. Now Boyd. Boyd to Taylor. Drive, spins in the lane, goes up. Allie Smith is there, but they're going to get her with a foul.
Yep.
So her first. It'll be the team's fourth. So Taylor will go to the line to shoot a pair with 19.5 seconds to go. First one up off the front iron, no good.
You know, Steve, they've only had Collierville's only had 2 points in this quarter.
Oh, that's what I was sitting here thinking. I've been watching the scoreboard. Next one up is good, and it's 47-26. Tigers up by 21. 15 seconds to go. Strick around the timeline, now over to Gill. Gill has it, 11 seconds. Working on Boyd. Gets a screen from Smith, goes in off the glass. No good. Smith battling. Gill gets it back out to Harville. Harville fires a three. No good.
Well, we wanted that to go, didn't we,
It looked
Steve?
good from my angle. I think I even give it a leg kick and it didn't go in. All right. That'll be the end of the third. Hardin County on top, 47-26. We'll be back in 1 minute. Tigers lead it as we head to the fourth, 47-26 over the Lady Dragons from Collierville. And the Lady Tigers have really shot the ball well tonight, and that's kind of been the difference in the game. Sarah Strickland has really shot the ball well from the three-point line. How many three-pointers do we have?
We've had 8
8
so far.
tonight, yeah. That is a big difference in the game.
Yep.
And we've done it all basically without Haley.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Westbrook. She drives. She's going to be fouled by Faith Ann. So she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Well, no, they're going to say it was on the floor. So Russo will inbound it underneath the Lady Dragon basket. Russo gets it out front to Westbrook. Westbrook has it, drives, a little floater in the lane, good. Good-looking shot there by Westbrook, and it's 47-28. Faith Ann has it. She's going to circle back around, and she almost throws it away as she was trying to get Harville. Gill picks it up. She gets it down in the corner to Faith Ann. Back out to Harville. Harville driving in the corner to Faith Ann. Picks it up. Now Boyd and Gill collide, and who's it going to be on? It's going to be on Boyd.
Ooh, we're lucky there. That
Yeah.
could have gone either way. I mean, that was just a tough break.
Well, I think Skylar got there first, and Boyd ended up getting the worst of that. She's still on the floor. Collierville's coach is talking to the official. She's not happy. But, I mean, it's one of those deals where they were both.
She's way out of her box. If there is a such thing as a box in high school, she's crossed the timeline.
So Boyd and Gill met at the basketball. They're going to call the foul on Boyd. And it'll be Lady Tiger basketball over here on the side court in front of Lady Tiger bench. 7:18 to go, 47-28 our score. Lady Tigers on top. Appreciate you tuning in to this afternoon's game. Here's Callahan for three. Got
Boom.
it. I'm telling you, we have worn it out from the three-point line. Westbrook with the basketball for the Lady Dragons. She hurries down, then backs it up. Now she'll drive into the lane, a little floater over Callahan. No good. Here's a battle for the rebound, and we'll have a jump basketball, and it'll be Lady Tiger basketball.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun watching these girls fill it up from three.
It's the best I've seen them shoot consecutively anyway from the three-point line. They haven't missed but a couple. Here's a quick pass down to Callahan. Callahan up off the glass. Good.
All right, great play.
Good, strong move by Kimmy. And the Tigers pulling away 52-28 with 6:44 to go here in the game. Harris with a basketball, Robinson, I'm sorry. She gets it over to Taylor, and now there's a foul on Strick. I thought they were going to get her for kicking it out of bounds. Apparently, this official was getting paid by the foul because he's caught them all since the second quarter.
Well, he's got him a fresh haircut.
I can't say anything about her. Westbrook trying to get it in, finally does. Now tipped away by Harville. It's going to be stolen. Reese has it, spins in the lane, puts it up off the glass, and almost made it, but she's fouled.
That was a sweet spin move by Reese there.
So Reese will go to the line to shoot a pair. She kind of gets a chuckle out of that, and that one almost went off the top of the backboard and in. So Harville goes to the line for two. First one up is no good. So she'll get another one.
You know, we hadn't had many free throws tonight. We've only made one free throw in the first half.
Reese fires, good. 53-28 our score. Russo will come into the game. Westbrook will have a seat. Robinson into Russo. Russo will walk it down the floor. They've only scored 5 points in the second half. Robertson with the basketball, picks her dribble up, now looking for help. It's going to be tipped away by Harville. Here's a race to the basketball, still battling. Harville gets it, and there's going to be a foul. And that's going to be on Manning. And Reese will go to the line. Their seventh team foul, her first. So a 1-1 now for the Lady Tigers. Harville spins it, fires, good. So Reese will get the bonus. Coming up Friday night is senior night here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium. Next one on the way is off the front iron, no good. Tell you more about that here in just a minute. Here's Russo with the basketball over to Palm. Palm fires a three, in and out, no good. Ball being tipped around. Strick comes out with it, and here comes the Lady Tigers. Strick gets it to Gill. Gill down to Harville all alone, good.
Beautiful.
(56-28) now. As Burdette with the basketball moves inside, now hands it off to Robinson. Robinson back to Russo. Russo working on Strickland, fires from the free throw line. No good. Gill with a rebound. And the Lady Tigers are on the attack one more time. Gill with it. Working on Manning. Now she'll back up. Working on her drives. Splits her and Palm. Up off the glass. Good. She wanted it. She kept backing everybody out. And she took Manning one-on-one to the hole. And it's 58-28. Here's Burdette with a three. Nailed it. And now they want a quick timeout. With 5:05 to go, 58-31 our score. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You're going to win a lot of games.
Welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Bob Atkinson bringing you Hardin County basketball right here on 93.5 FM. We're also streaming live on YouTube at Slice 93 and on the WKWX FM app and WKWXFM.com. I was telling you Friday night, senior night, 6 p.m. tip. As Brighton comes to town, it's a big game for the Lady Tigers and the Tigers as they battle for a district championship on Friday night. We'll have all the action right here for you starting at 6 p.m. from Michaela Welch. Hardin County with the basketball. Shelby with it. Way out here around the three-point line all the way over to Callahan. Dangerous pass. Now back to Faith Ann. Now to Strick on the right side. They're on the north end of the court. Back to Faith Ann. Faith Ann trying to get it back. It's tipped up in the air. She gets it back. Now out front to Strick. It looks like Coach Burnham just wants to run a little time. 4:33 to go here in the fourth. Strick with it. Inside to Harville. Harville is going to lose it. Kicked around. Back to Strick. Now inside to Harville. Harville with a reverse layup. Good.
That was sweet. Oh, Reese has got them layups down tonight.
Westbrook with a basketball. Inside to Lovelace. Lovelace up over Harville. Good.
Can't do anything with that.
Oh, you can't do that. Once she caught it, that was into that. Shelby with the basketball in the front court. Gets it to Harville. Harville driving. Back out to Shelby. Shelby fires a three off the front iron. No good. And I thought it went out of bounds, but Burnett saved it. And here comes the Lady Dragons. Westbrook with the basketball. Callahan working on her. Dribbles to the right. Now she runs in to Shelby, knocks her down, kicks it out to Burnett. Burnett fires a three. Good. Where has she been all night?
That's what I was thinking.
60-36 now with 3:32 to go here in the game. Strick with a basketball. Picks her dribble up, gets it over here to Harville. Harville back to Strick. Strick down the corner to Shelby. Shelby all the way across court to Harville. Now to Harrison in the game. Harrison has it to Strick. Back over to Faith Ann. She has an open three, and she pulls it back out, trying to run time. Shooters usually don't give that one up, but now we've got a foul, and it's going to be on Henderson, and that'll send Reese to the line with 3:09 to go to shoot a 1-and-1. 60-36 our score. It's been all Lady Tigers here in the second half. They've scored, what, Bob?
Well, They've got 13 points.
13 points here, and they only had 3, was it, in the third quarter?
Right.
First shot up is good. 61-36, Lady Tigers on top. Big confidence boost here for the Lady Tigers. This Lady Dragon team, they got a lot of good players, and they're big.
Mm-hmm.
Halleck back in the game now for Hardin County. She's had 4 fouls. Gamble in the game. Here's a drive by Westbrook. No good. Halleck gets the rebound, and she's just going to bring it down the court. She hadn't seen the ball all game long, and now here's a foul as she runs in to Henderson, and she'll come up holding her neck. She's had a tough night.
She has had a tough night. She's been in foul trouble all night long, but has a pretty tough lick she took there.
I'm looking down at Monica. She looks like she's doing okay. As she's sitting down there with Skylar. 61-36. Haley goes to the line. First one good. I think that's her first points of the night.
Well, she hadn't played about 4 minutes.
Next one on the way, good as well. Boyd with the basketball across the timeline. Gamble on her. Moving to the right. She's cut off. Now she'll go back to the three-point line. Fires. No good. Harrison with a rebound for the Lady Tigers. She'll come out across the timeline. Gets it to Halleck down underneath. She goes up. Good.
Yeah.
Fouled. Good play there by Haley. Good pass by Harrison.
Yes, it was.
And Haley will go to the line to complete the three-point play. 65-36. Haley fires, and this time off the front of the rim, no good. And Boyd will bring it down for the Lady Dragons. Boyd across the timeline. Gamble will pick her up there. Now she'll get it to Burnett. Burnett right around the three-point line. Thought about one. Now trying to get it inside to Harris. Throws it away. And Hardin with the basketball in the game now. Over here to Gamble. Gamble over to Harrison. All the way back to Hardin. Goes through her hands almost out of bounds. She picks it up. Now to Harrison. Harrison down the corner to Gamble. Gamble looking around, looking for help. And it's going to be knocked off her leg. Good play there by Henderson. She got a hand in there and knocked it off Gamble's leg, out of bounds, and it'll be Collierville's basketball with 1:51 to go here in the game. So Collierville with the basketball. Mandy out front. Moves to her left. And now over to Burnett. Burnett and the wing at the right kicks it back out to Kelly. Kelly has it to Burnett driving the baseline. She's going to throw it away as Haley Hardin ends up with the basketball for Hardin County. Back to Harrison. Harrison has it to Halleck, and now we want a timeout as they're going to try to get some younger Tigers in. The Lady Tigers take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. .118 to go. Pickett with the basketball out front to Mia Shirley. Mia has it back to Pickett in the corner. Out front to Hardin. Hardin with the basketball. She's going to fire a three. In and out. No good. Mia Shirley with the rebound. Gets it over to Pickett. Pickett being tied up by Burnett. Loses the basketball. There's a battle for it. She finally comes out with it. And then she'll dribble it off one of the Lady Dragons. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Hardin County basketball. Hardin with it. Under a minute to go. Shirley with it over to Gamble. Or excuse me, Pickett. Pickett back to Hardin. Hardin dribbling back outside. 44 seconds to go. Gets it to Pickett out front. Pickett dribbling around, trying to get it inside to Atkins, and it's tipped away, and the Lady Dragons come down with it. Mandy with the basketball going to her left all the way down the lane, and she's going to be fouled. I don't know who got her first. So it'll be Mandy will go to the line to shoot a pair with 27 seconds to go. Be sure to stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll have the scoring from tonight's game and get you ready for Friday night as we'll be back in action again. Only one game tonight on this afternoon tip between the Lady Tigers and the Lady Dragons. The Tigers played last night as they hosted
Brooks.
Brooks. I want to say Bradford. Brooks, Alabama. Hardin County throws it in. Atkins has a basketball. She'll get it to Shirley. Shirley across the timeline over to Pickett. Pickett has it now. Hardin out front. Hardin over to Pickett. 9 seconds to go. Shirley with the basketball out front. Clock winding down, and here's a drive and a foul. I was trying to get that number, who's in there. Who? Davis. Ashton Davis at the line for the Lady Tigers. First one up is no good. So everybody getting in the game tonight against this Collierville bunch. Next one up, no good. Burdette with the rebound. 1 second. There's the final whistle, and the Lady Tigers get a big win over Collierville. They make the long drive over to the eastern part of Tennessee, and they take one on the chin, 65-37. Let's take a timeout. We'll have their totals when we return. You're listening to Hardin County Basketball on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium. Steve Cornell along with Bob Atkinson. You've been listening to Lady Tiger Basketball right here on your home for Hardin County Sports, 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, and the WKWXFM app, and on YouTube /93. The Lady Tigers get a big win over Collierville, a team that they may meet later on down the road as we move into district play, 65-37. Let's take a look at the scoring for the Lady Tigers.
Okay, Steve, a big win for the Lady Tigers like we talked about. And, again, I think both of us are a little surprised at the final score based on the schedules and the records and what we knew of Collierville, knowing that we could meet them again down the line. And, you know, I don't think by any stretch they played their best game tonight. And they just run into a buzzsaw tonight. That's all you can say. But big night for the Lady Tigers from three-point land. The final score, 65-37. We had 37 in the first half. So we outscored them big time in the second half. And so your totals, we'll run down those real quick. Monika Mazanick had 6. Faith Ann Shelby, 6. Kimmy Callahan with 8. Haley Hallett with 4. But, again, she played very little in the ball game because she was in foul trouble early on. Skylar Gill with 9. Reese Harville with a big second half with 14 total, and the high scorer for tonight, and she had a tremendous night from three-point land, Sarah Strickland with 18 on the night. She had 4 threes, and your Lady Tigers on the night had 9 three-pointers. And so, We talked about how well we played. Probably, honestly, this is probably the best I've seen our girls play this year, especially offensively. And it's, we shot the ball really well, so huge win for them.
Well, it was the best night that we have shot the ball consistently from the three-point line for sure. And I'm glad we didn't get into kind of an inside-out game for Collierville because they had two really big girls on the inside. They could move, and they wanted to battle.
Yeah.
But Skylar had her hands full down there with Haley out, and she did an excellent job with that. And then we moved the ball around. We play that high post where they come out to the free throw line and kind of more like a triangle-type offense. We hit the open man.
Yep.
And, tonight we knocked the shots down. Sarah had a big game tonight. Kimmy had a big game tonight. Faith Ann came in and helped out and had a couple of big three-pointers. And so a really good night for the Lady Tigers, and that just helps the momentum as we move forward. Speaking of moving forward, we'll look toward Friday night now as it'll be senior night here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium. Not only that, though, if the Lady Tigers can get a win over Brighton, they'll win the district championship outright. And then we look forward to the men's game because if they can get a win, then they go flip with Mumford.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be a big night. I think we all know what Brighton's girls bring to the table, and we should win that game. But you still got to show up. You got to take care of business. But on the boys' side, huge night there because Brighton's a good ball club. And we're certainly going to have to play better than we played last night. And so hopefully we'll come out ready to play and knowing what's on the line. And we need a win.
Exactly. Well, big night here for the Lady Tigers. They win at 65-37 over Collierville. So our next broadcast will be on Friday night when Brighton comes to town. Tip-off time is at 6 p.m. right here on 93.5 FM. I want to thank Jeff Wiltz working the camera for the last couple of nights. Appreciate him doing that for us. And then, of course, Jane at the station. For my friend over here, Mr. Bob Atkinson, I'm Steve Cornell saying have a great rest of your Tuesday evening. We'll see you on Friday night as Brighton comes to town to take on your Hardin County Tigers right here on 93.5 FM. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. So long from Michaela Welch.